Hi guys, good afternoon. This is Mina from Enclave. Not sure if you guys know who I am, but I am the community resident, excuse me, I am the community resident director here at the Enclave. This month marks 2 years that I have been a community resident director here at the Enclave, and it has been my pleasure. It's been a wonderful pleasure to be able to do this and reach out to the community. And I'm thankful to all of you guys who are out here today. It's a Sunday. I know you guys could be doing a whole bunch of other things, but I do thank you for taking the time to watch my video today. So, not sure if you guys had seen the post that I had made previously, but today we are going to be making a cheesecake in a jar. I'm going to teach you how to make it or substitute it for healthy things. Now, the ingredients that I have are not so healthy, but I can teach you guys what you need to do to make it or convert it into a healthy cheesecake in a jar. I'm also going to be talking to you guys about how to stay safe in the sun. I actually was sick for a little while, so I couldn't do that post. So I'm going to incorporate it with my National Cheesecake in a Jar Day. Now, before we get started, I wanted to show you guys the things that you're going to need for this cheesecake. You're going to need 2 8-ounce packets of cream cheese, 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. Now, if you want to substitute that powdered sugar for Splenda, they do have a Splenda baking sugar or just Splenda in itself. You can use 1.5 cups of that. You're going to sprinkle vanilla, and then you are going to use, let's see here, 16 ounces of Cool Whip. Now, you can use the light Cool Whip or you can use the regular Cool Whip. It's completely up to you. Great part about Cool Whip that it's low in carbs. So if you're watching your weight or you're trying to go carb free, this Cool Whip is definitely a good thing to use or to eat. And they do have a light version of this. Hi Janice, thank you so much for joining. So that is what you're gonna need. You're also going to need 2 things of graham crackers. And those graham crackers, you're going to melt butter and pour it all over your crushed graham crackers because you're going to use that as your graham cracker crust for your cheesecake. And then I didn't do the strawberries today because I couldn't find any fresh ones at the store. So I decided to do, I just started, Janice, so you're perfectly fine. Apple pie filling, and I melted caramel in it. And again, apple pie filling is $1 at the Dollar Tree, and then you can buy some caramel at the store. All you gotta do is pop it into the microwave and melt it, and then put it all together and mix it up. Or if you want, I just learned this, you can take condensed milk, put that can of condensed milk in a pot of boiling water for like a couple hours. And did you know that the condensed milk turns into caramel? I did not know that. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, I'm going to go ahead and talk about 2 things today. We're going to talk about safety in the sun. It's super duper hot here in Vegas, but I have been trying my best to keep my skin out of the sun. The best ways to keep your skin out of the, to keep your skin safe in the sun, excuse me, is to hydrate often. Drink water, juice, things that don't have a lot of sugar. My biggest thing is diet soda, so I am doing my best to try not to drink soda, because think about it this way: when you're hydrating, it's like taking a shower inside of your body. You are filling your body with water to keep yourself hydrated. Also, sunscreen, at least 30 SPF. Wear cover up as much as possible. Find shade. And the worst times to be sun tanning is 11 to 3. So if you are going to be in the sun, make sure that you are using SPF, and use protective clothing. And if you start to see your body or your skin burning, make sure that you get out of the sun, and always use protective sunglasses. It doesn't matter if you're fair skin, if you're darker skin like me, it doesn't matter. You should always wear sunscreen, because the sun does not care. It doesn't care whether it's, if you're light or fair, or if you're darker, more exotic looking, or what have you, your body, your skin will burn. So please make sure that you're always wearing SPF 30 and you're taking care of your skin. The next thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about National Cheesecake Day. So to get this jar going, I'm going to show you guys what you're going to need. Again, you're going to need 2 8 ounces of cream cheese, which I bought at Dollar Tree. I put 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, but you can always use Splenda. If you are watching your weight, you can always put 1.5 cups of Splenda. So I have already mixed that in a bowl. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to just sprinkle it with some vanilla. Doesn't matter how much. I just kind of eyeball it. Again, everything I do doesn't really have measurements. I've kind of learned that it's really up to your taste. I mean, certain things that you're baking, you will need measurements, but this is not something you're baking, so you're perfectly fine. So we have that, and now I'm gonna throw all the 16 ounces of whipped cream in here, or Cool Whip rather, not whipped cream, but Cool Whip, and we're just gonna mix it up. Okay, I'm gonna put the screen now so you guys can kind of see me doing that. Janice, I was gonna use my little emulsifier thing today, but I was so late, I didn't have a chance to get it out of the storage outside. Hey, Christina, thank you so much for joining. I wish you guys were here so that you guys can taste this yummy caramel apple cheesecake in a jar. So I'm just mixing this up. I think I'm gonna do better if I just use like a spoon. So I'm gonna, so again, all this is 2 8 ounces of cream cheese, caramel, no, not caramel, 2 8 ounces of cream cheese, 16 ounces of Cool Whip, 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, and some vanilla. So I'm just mixing this up, and if you're wondering what this is your actual cream cheese, or your cheesecake rather, your cheesecake part. And then you're going to use, yes, Janice, next time, I'm going to use the emulsifier that you gave me so that I can blend this up really good. So the next thing after we mix this all up, we're going to start stacking the jar. I've actually promised some of these jars to some of my neighbors. So I'm trying to hurry up and get it done so that I can surprise them with their little jars, because I can't eat all of this and I'm not really a fan of apple like that. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do this with blueberries. So I'm just mixing this up again. If you don't have a blender, if you don't have like if you don't have a mixer, you got to use your muscles. Mix this all up nice and good. Oh, Christina, Jana said hi to you. We still need to go. We have to do our trip. Or some kind of trip. We got to do a ladies trip somewhere, somehow. Okay, so do you guys see this? So again, if you guys don't know what this is 2 8 ounces of cream cheese. This is 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. You can substitute the powdered sugar for Splenda. It's like a cap or 2 full of vanilla extract, and then a 16-ounce tub of Cool Whip. So we have now made our little cream cheese here, or cheesecake filling. I'm gonna put a little bit more of the vanilla in there. I want it to taste a little vanilla-y. Okay, so that was good. So I mixed that all up. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to take our jar here. I have my graham crackers with butter, melted butter on there, and I've mixed that all up. I'm gonna get another spoon here so we can start stacking. And thank you to everyone that is watching. Don't know if you guys saw earlier, but this month celebrates 2 years that I have been a community resident director at Enclave, and I am so happy and I feel very privileged to have this opportunity, to have this platform to share my talents, and also to show you guys and feature the things that TI Communities wants to share with the community. If you guys are in Vegas and you live in the Enclave, don't forget that on Tuesday, we're having a back to school event for our kids. So make sure that you come through. We're going to be serving a little snack and also providing backpacks for the kids. Make sure that you sign up for that. Hey Des, thank you so much for watching. So it's kind of messy, but I guess it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, it just goes all the way. We just eat it, right? So it doesn't really matter. I would like for it to be pretty, but it doesn't matter to me. As long as it tastes good, that's what's most important. So we've stacked it with the graham cracker, the buttered graham crackers, the cream cheese filling, and the caramel apple pie filling. And then we're just going to keep stacking that to the very end. And then that's it. Now, you guys can substitute the cheesecake filling that I made for pudding. So if you guys like vanilla pudding, you can do that. And if you guys don't want that, you guys can, if you don't like the caramel apple cheesecake filling, you can substitute it for fresh fruit. I like blueberries, so I'm actually going to fill mine with blueberries. And I thank everyone for watching me. I thank you to all of my friends and my family that are watching me right now. I appreciate you guys' support. Again, you guys have been watching me faithfully for 2 years, and I couldn't have done it without you guys, and I couldn't have done it without Enclave or TI communities. I'm just very thankful for this privilege. So again, if you guys can see that, I'm going to clean up the tip a little bit, but as you can see, it's just stacked with cream cheese filling, graham crackers, and the caramel apple cheesecake. So I'm going to take a napkin and I'm just going to clean up the lid part so it looks a little bit clean. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this in the fridge for a couple, maybe like an hour, and then I'm going to serve it to my neighbors. The next one we're going to do is we're going to do one last one, because again, I'm not really a fan of apple pie filling. So I'm going to make mine with blueberries. You can put strawberries in here. You can put bananas. Janice, I know you don't like bananas, but if you like fresh fruit, I see you guys have fresh fruit in your house. You guys can do it that way. So for mine, I'm just going to put some of this graham cracker at the bottom. If you guys don't want graham cracker crust, you can always use Oreos. If you have extra Oreos at home. And then I'm going to put the cream cheese filling. You know what I should probably do is put this like in a frosting thing. You know, one of those frosting squirter things, so that it doesn't get messy. So here it is. I'm just layering that. And then I'm going to put, because I do not like, I'm not a fan of apple pie filling in caramel, I'm just filling it with blueberries. And I'm just going to keep on doing that. I'm going to use my fingers since it's mine. So I'm just going to keep doing that all the way through. So again, that is my little tidbit that I'm sharing with you guys today. Again, we are talking about sunscreen, protecting ourselves in the sun, making sure we're wearing SPF 30, that we're staying out of the sun between 11:3. If you cannot stay out of the sun between 11:3, make sure that you are wearing sunscreen and that you guys are hydrating. Now, for the second part of my show, I wanted to remind you guys either the ingredients that you're going to need if you guys want to go out and do this. You're going to need 2 8 ounces of cream cheese, 1 16-ounce thing of Cool Whip or light Cool Whip. You're going to need 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, or if you want to go healthy, 1.5 cups of Splenda, some vanilla extract, and you're going to mix all that together with like a mixer or your hands and muscles or whatever you have to mix it up. Then for the graham crackers, you're just going to use graham crackers and melted butter, and you're going to crush that all up. And then for the caramel apple, you're just going to basically get apple pie filling from the store, canned apple pie filling. You're going to melt some caramel. You're going to mix it together, and there you go. And again, remember, you can substitute the caramel apple pie filling for any kind of fruit, whether it's frozen or fresh. And you can substitute your graham cracker crust for any cookie. So if you want to use Nilla wafers to make a banana pie pudding cheesecake, if you want to use Oreos to make like an orange Oreo cheesecake, you can do that as well. So again, thank you guys so much for coming and joining me today. Again, I'm sorry that I was late. Don't forget, if you guys are in the city, make sure to visit Enclave on Tuesday. We are going to be passing out back to school backpacks for the kids. Thank you guys again for your support. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.